I think it's probably like it's probably like multi-tiered and like a sandwich of things, right? I don't look at one thing in particular and go, oh, this Pharrell project was awesome, or this Justin Timberlake thing was great, or this YouTube thing was fan. I don't look at it like that. I think I kind of look back when I do look back at it, because I try and always look forward. But when I do look back, I look at just the level of work that went into getting to any of those places where you can look at like a like because like a for example, like when I worked with Pharrell, um, you're so in the moment. You're so in the moment of creating what it is that you're creating, and then then you're on to the next thing, and there's not a lot of time to really absorb. Oh, that was cool. It's just you have to be just really in the moment of that time and appreciate what's happening right then and right there. It's not like a selfie or videotape myself of any of those moments and go back and look at it, because like the feeling of being in that space, in that time, in that moment right then, I think is I think that's what it's all about. Even back in the day when I was broke and hungry and working my ass off, I look back at that and I was like, that was like probably one of the best times of my life. I had so much fun. Every day was an adventure, and like you know, are you gonna? I wasn't even concerned about am I gonna eat and am I gonna sleep. It was just like absorbing everything and learning what I could learn. And now I kind of, I know what I know, and I've gotten good at what I'm good at. And I think those moments still ring true to this day. But I just think it's a whole sandwich of things, just an amalgam of everything. I think one of the great things that I do look back at that I just thoroughly had a blast with was coming to Australia and working with some of my friends out there in bands, and getting to go like to the legendary Grove Studios with Scott Horscroft, and make a record and do some stuff